Shit. What about Facebook? I got everything playing 2 or 3 times on this thing. Things falling off here. Hang on. We're live, but I ain't ready. Like always. What up?
Hey.
Introduce yourself. Who the fuck are you?
I'm Dustin Campbell. And anyone know me, they call me Bushlatte. I'm from Homeworth, Ohio.
See if it's echoing. Hang on 1 second. Good? Okay. All right. We're good. So you sort of got an iconic look about you. Show them a little bit, what your outfit there is. What do you usually wear? Why does everyone gravitate towards you? What makes you so special at the No Prep Kings event? Top fan, top gambler. I mean, tell us a little bit about you. Why are you so special?
I'm not sure. First year I only made, one race close to home. Then started 2021. I got at least 3 events, and things just kind of really went up from there.
Right.
Because first year I won Bush. They didn't even call it Bushlatte. They went to Hebron of 2021 when Boosted started calling it Bushlatte, and it just kind of stuck. And then went to Maple Grove. First time I actually got on the start line, and just I don't know, just things just one thing led to another, and just all good.
So I got a picture pulled up. You can't see it right now because I'm not sharing the screen in our chat.
Yeah.
But everyone live can see it. I'm going to describe what you got on. You got a pair of work boots. You got your work pants. I guess they're like a cargo work pant, cut off shirt.
Yeah, cargo.
Big ass necklace.
Cargo work pants.
That same hat you got on. Is that just you all the time? Is that just you, or is that just like what you chose to wear at a No Prep Kings event, or is that you all the time?
Nah, a lot of times I go to track pulls. I usually got a sleeveless shirt on. I either wear a hat, either I go out drinking, partying.
So I think that outfit really helps you stand out at the races, and then just your personality, and you're always up there on the line, and you're making a lot of noise. I think it's hard to miss you, and that's why you're so popular.
Oh, it is.
And that's the reason why I started this. It's NPK Raw. Everyone has a voice. I want to let everyone know, just because you don't own a car, you don't drive a car, you're not on the crew, there's still a lot of people in this community, such as yourself, that means a lot and comes to a lot of races, and you spend a lot of money, coming.
Oh, yeah.
And I understand that you try, there's some people out there that's helped you get to races. I've heard. We don't have to mention names.
Yeah.
We don't have to mention names. But I think you're good for the show. I think you're good for the fans, the live show portion of it. I think a lot of people gravitate towards you on the line. They see you, and you're up there. You got money up. Hey, I got 100 here. You got 100. I see you running up and down all the time. So tell us a little bit about gambling. How did you get in it? Was you always gambling, or did No Prep Kings bring that to you, or what?
Yeah, before I did a little bit here and there, nothing big. I don't think it was still probably, Virginia, Petersburg 2021, where I really started, do a little more betting. Usually before I did a couple bets here and there, and then started 2022, just got bigger, and then second half there of last season, I just got a real hot streak, and I've just been making big money.
Big money. All right, so that's what I'm talking about. When you say big money, are you allowed to tell me what's the most you've ever made at a Street Outlaws event, or is that going to mess your game up?
Nah, I ain't too concerned about that, because it's just, you can't predict that shit. But
I mean, if you made more than $3,000 on a weekend.
Yeah, it's possible.
I had made 3,000 once there at last year at Maple Grove.
Really?
Made about $3,500.
Yeah, I hear you. So
and I took out I took out a couple big bets.
Right.
I took out a $500 bet, won that, and I took on a $1,000 bet and won that.
So
and then just a bunch of other small.
What drivers won you the most money? I mean, you've got to remember that one. One single race, or maybe you picked that driver throughout the night. They won you the most money. Who's the driver? You're like, fuck yeah, this dude's or girl has won me the most amount of money.
Well, I won those 2 big bets. I mean, they're both on Ryan Martin.
Oh, okay. Well, who's he running? Like who? I mean, like
the one. I believe it was.
Money? Who was betting against Ryan Martin though? Was it when he wasn't doing well, or what?
No, it was right after he got the car back. It was the second weekend back. The first weekend when you had back was Drag Race 42 at West Salem.
Yeah.
He was doing good until he kicked the rod, and then went to Maple Grove, won that. But it was the third round. He was ready to get Murray Nova, and the one spot they had Ramjack. They were there, and that guy was wanting to bet on Murray Nova. And when he wanted to bet me, I asked him 20. He goes 20. I'm like 100. 100. I'm like, what do you want to bet? He goes 500. I go, you're on.
And you did it?
And I nearly won that one. Then finals there against it was Ryan Martin and Jim Howe, and I lost a couple $100 bets to Odom in the first round earlier that day, and I won. I wanted to get my money back.
Right.
And the finals, he wanted to bet big, so he told me bet 1,000. I said, all right, you're on.
John Odom.
Yeah.
So, and he paid up right there, right?
Yeah, he had to go back to his trail. I had to go meet up with Larry back. So as soon as I walked his trail, he had the money in his hand.
Yeah. Odom, he'll pay you on those bets. I know there's a lot of drama going on right now with Odom and Howe, and I think Justin's been pulling some stuff up, and I don't know what's going on there. Have you seen that?
Yeah, I actually hadn't heard too much about that. I was kind of surprised to hear that Howe and Odom are having issues because they always seem like they're pretty good buddies. I was kind of surprised that.
Maybe it's just internet talk, Could be.
Yeah, well, sure hope so.
Prep Kings is. That's why.
Oh yeah.
This show NPK Raw. Everyone has a voice.
Oh yeah.
So I'm sort of like talking about like who you were, where you're from. So you said you were from where?
Homeworth, Ohio.
Okay. What do you do? Am I allowed to ask you? What do you do for work? You'd be like, fuck you. I don't want to tell you, but what do you do? Do you work or do you just
I still work
Prep Kings events and take everybody's fucking money?
Well, I just started welding again, my one welding job.
Uh-huh.
And then when I'm not working there, so I work on my family farm when, mostly busy times. And then I got a buddy where things are slow. I got a couple buddies do the landscape, and sometimes if they're working and need some help, I'll go help them out if I'm available.
Right.
But welding's my main job right now, so.
Okay. Sorry, I got something going on in the background as always.
What exactly?
Derek, help me.
What exactly made you get into No Pro Kings?
I'd always watched Stray Outlaws, and then when I seen they're airing season 1 there of NPK, and so thought interesting. I didn't know about it until I saw the first episode aired, and then I don't think I was big on social media yet, so I probably never saw stuff about it, and there was no real race close to me at the time, and I just thinking about the time I probably could have made some of this. Then in 2018 I seen saw a post schedule, and there's one race in Norwalk, which is about a couple hours from me. It's like, oh hell, I gotta make that. And
ever since then, you just been just going.
And then, yeah.
So, do you have like a favorite driver in particular with No Prep Kings, or you just,
Yeah, I kind of like them all. I got good connection to
Ryan Martin's his favorite driver. Ryan Martin.
It's one of the things. I know so many drivers. Kind of hard. It's kind of hard to have a favorite. They're all pretty good to me. It's kind of really hard to have a favorite, because.
All right, let's go back to this. Who first come to you when you first started coming, and who sort of took a liking to you first, and was like, all right, this dude's cool. Come on, hang out.
Well, the few guys I talked to the first race I went to, because back then I'd buy my tickets, and I was on the other side of the fence there.
Mm-hmm.
But a few of them I talked to, and back 2018 at Norwalk, they actually had an after party on the left side of the track.
Yeah.
And if you have an armband to buy one, I just kind of walked in like I owned it. They weren't checked for that stuff, so I just hung around.
I was
talking
with your look and who you are, bro. I don't think you need anything. The
armbands compared to the VIP armband they gave me and the one they gave for daily driver, it wasn't hard to tell the one they have for the after party. I didn't have the colored one, but I showed. So Craig Baker's guy, I just kind of like snuck in. One of them goes, they're like, "Did you race Daily Driver?" I go, "Yeah, but I got knocked out in the third round." They go, "Who cares? You raced. You got a right to be here."
They thought you was a fucking driver.
Yeah, I ran Daily Driver for my power stroke.
Oh, you're talking about Daily Driver. Oh, yeah, let's talk about that. You got any questions? I mean, he runs his truck in Daily Drive. How fast is that thing? Derek's got a car he runs. He wants to know if you want to run his street car. What do you got? So what? Tell us a little bit about what you daily drive.
Well, I got a 6.7 Power Stroke. Right now, it's sitting in the shop waiting to get fixed. I had a fuel pump go bad on it. I lost fuel pressure and just waiting to get in the shop to get so the guy can work on it. Right now, I'm driving a Ford Ranger I bought to drive around while my truck's being fixed.
Right. 5-speed?
Talking Ranger?
Yeah.
It's either 5, 6 speed. I can't remember what it is. It doesn't have one of those fancy gauges on it to tell you what gear you're in. It is so.
So what you been on around No Pro Kansas? Is it like anybody in particular that like helps you with traveling and stuff to these events, or you just do it all on your own?
I just let one race know I'm coming. They'll put me on the list, and then that's
Okay.
really. You know.
I got an idea for you. The first race, you need to wear a shirt that says "Advertise here" on your cutoff. Just get a white shirt, take a fucking marker on it, write "Advertise here" on the front. On the back, write "Advertise here." Get you a QR code for people to scan it, or if you don't have a QR code to tape on there, just write on there your email for them to get a hold of you. I promise you, you will be able to get sponsorship. I'm serious. Is that not a good idea?
I'm about to try.
Take a
I'm about to try that.
shirt or an orange shirt or yellow shirt. Do a yellow shirt with black marker or white. It don't matter. Whatever you choose to do. Right? Advertise here and put your number or email on the back for them to contact you. I swear it'll work.
Yeah, because I feel like with you just being
He's a standing billboard.
Yeah, it's a vibe. Like Bushlatte is a vibe to everybody. You can tell when you're not there and when you are there. It's a difference. Trust me. Everybody always looking forward to somebody back. I always get you them 2-to-1s, 40 to 20, 50 to 100. You know how we doing that in Galot. But like I said, we be having the ball, man. Like a lot of people don't understand the gambling point, which is understandable for people that don't know much about drag racing and gambling. But by being on TV, they're gonna bet with their favorite driver, and I feel like people will bet whatever they want with them.
I got a game. I'm gonna play with you. All right. So I've got all the list of drivers that competed last year. Maybe there might be one or two that's left out. And this is Big Tire. I'm gonna say their name, and I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. You get maybe a sentence or two sentences, then we move on. All right.
Oh yeah, give it a try.
All right. I'm just gonna do random ones here. I'm gonna start at the bottom and work my way up. Mike Murillo.
Yeah.
The fuck?
I
What the fuck? What a reaction was that? Mike's a cool dude. What's that about?
he's a good guy, funny dude. He's one guy I talked to my first season. He was pretty good to me then, and still been good to me.
Your first reaction, he's like, nah.
I wasn't quite sure what to say at first. It's like,
yeah. So,
but he's been a good dude to me.
Okay, cool. So, before I keep going, is there a certain driver that you don't like, or somebody on their team that you're like, fuck them?
Nah, I get along just about everybody I've talked to. It's really,
Okay, you ready for another one?
Sure.
You can always say, I just don't know him, too. You'd be like, I don't really know. Who the fuck is that? When they, like, if I say Mike Chandler, you'd be like, that dude loses all the time. That's how motherfucker loses all the time. Never got picked up because they thought I was, in this little, never mind. Anyways, so, all right, Doc Love.
Yeah, he's good. Good guy. Straight up. He'll say what he thinks. If you don't like what he said, he just doesn't care.
That's true. That's a good statement. That's a good statement.
Yeah. Yeah, fortunately, I get the first 2018. I get to meet him because when he was in Norwalk, he was in the hospital with a heart attack. So I didn't get to meet him until 2019. Yeah, 2018, he had a heart attack up there, and oh yeah, it was. I think it was Friday morning it happened, and it happened long before the racing. Yeah, up there in Norwalk, and they took him up to the hospital.
I bet he had one of them sex pills that night.
Blue
chew or some shit like that. Because Doc, he's a little freaky, I think, out here. All right.
But he got released. He got released that Sunday,
Yeah.
and the following weekend after Norwalk was Galat, and doctors told him if he felt like racing, go ahead. And so following weekend he was racing again.
All right, moving on to the next one.
All right, what you think about Disco Dean?
Disco Dean.
He's a fun guy to be around. He always like to have a good time, and if he always like to be the show, like he said. If you aren't show, maybe it'll be the show, or whatever it was he said.
Right, that's true. So he's always in the limelight, ain't he? He's good for TV too, ain't he?
Yeah, like what they call him on the. They gave everybody something to reference him by for the Australia episode. They called him the life of the party. And that is kind of true. Dude likes to have fun.
He does like to have fun, but I've never really got to party with him much. Maybe one time at PRI show. He keeps it low key, and that's probably smart. So unfortunately, not me.
He was there at the bar. The bar at night. He was there.
Yeah, I know. That's what I said. I hung out with him a little bit, but like I said, he keeps it low key, or he just don't like me. One of the two. Moving on.
What you think about Reaper?
Reaper?
James Reaper Gold.
I don't really talk to him much,
You feel like he's easy going, or you feel like he'll be hard to get in with?
He seems to be easy to go. Like, I don't really talk to him much, but I've maybe said a few words from here and there, but, it's all been good, if we ever said anything, it was just small, brief, and, but...
Okay. So what about Tony McKinney?
Yeah, I've talked to him a little bit. Seems like a pretty... he's always been pretty good to me anytime I've talked to him. His crew's always been pretty good, and... So...
All right, my turn.
Go ahead.
All right, here we go. All right, you ready? You ready for this one?
Yeah.
What do you think about Lizzie Musi?
Yeah, she's a good racer, does good driving, and she's pretty nice, gets along with a lot of people, and... Yeah.
Do you think she's pretty?
Yeah, she's pretty hot.
Callie Mills. What about Callie Mills?
Yeah, she's pretty hot too. I don't think I've ever really talked to her, to be honest with you. I think I might have talked to her dad a couple of times back when he just started racing, back before Callie took over to driving, back when it was 481X twin turbo.
Right.
Now, I've talked to him a couple times here and there, but nothing much.
Right. You about to say that? All right. The newcomer. Let's just go ahead and knock all the females out here real quick. The newcomer, Paige Coughlin. What do you think about Paige Coughlin?
Yeah, she's another hot woman too, and the first time I seen her run her racing, she did really good. She, for a young age, driving, does a pretty good job driving the car, and
Right. All right. Kayla Morton.
Yeah, she's another one of those good-looking women. Not the kind of woman you want to make mad. I've seen her mad.
I'm going to say the same thing. She is one that is not afraid to voice her motherfucking opinion, and I respect her.
Oh, no.
That's cool.
Yeah, I'm going to turn the lights on here.
Did I go over all the female drivers? We said Lizzie, Kayla, Paige, Callie. I feel like I'm missing one. Right?
Yeah, I can't remember. That's all of them, or there's one we're forgetting about.
Hang on. So we had Paige, Callie, Lizzie, Kayla. Is there one we're missing? That runs Big Tire.
No, I think that's it.
I thought there was 5. All right, moving on. All right, yeah. We're not gonna ask that. We're gonna move on. Justin Swanstrom.
Yeah, he's a good guy. I've hung around with him and his crew. They're all, all of them have been pretty good to me. First year came out, he definitely he really wasn't a lot mouth. And when he first started, he has he was a pretty good guy, and I've hung around him pretty for so it's been good hanging around.
What did you say when you first started?
He was always kind of like USA, you always kind of get like especially like the whole thing when he bet that one fan $5,000 there, he beat Ryan Martin.
So he knows how to get the fans going and social media going. So he
definitely used to say a lot on the internet.
Right? Okay.
Oh yeah, but he's a good guy though. He first year he definitely had a way to definitely make sure everyone knew that he was there. But he raced. Say what he won. He is a good. He is a good guy. And he races good.
All right. What about Murder Nova, Sean Ellington?
Oh yeah, that guy. He's a pretty funny guy. He's a good dude. I've talked to him, a few times. I think I talked to him a couple times, but there 2021 his first time, I think, because he didn't really run much the early years. I think 2021 was the first year he really started running.
Right.
And talked to him a couple times. He's pretty good, and over time we just got to know each other a little more.
All right. I'm gonna not ask you all the drivers. There's a bunch in here.
Yeah, I got a question for you.
There's 44 of them or 49 of them, so I'm not gonna ask all of them, but
yeah, that's a lot.
Some random ones.
Yeah, I got a question for you. What was one of your wildest experiences at NPK?
Yeah.
Well, I think it probably had to be when I won the Daily Driver 2021 down there in Petersburg.
Did you beat Donna, Soccer Mom?
No, I've never raced that car.
Didn't she red list?
The only car I ever raced from you guys was the Stinger.
Yeah, you beat that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Down there in Virginia, it was
That was a pretty good experience for you winning that, and you haven't won one since.
Well, that's the only finals I ever made. Following year, went down to Virginia, and so every day I run 35 mud tires. I put my 30 all trains on for racing. I rotated them, and the front down the back, the way the sidewall was wore, they're kind of wore at an angle, and the high side where the tread was wore to the front. And when I went to launch, the truck kind of bounced a hop a little bit. I think I got clipped right at the very end. I think I got beat by half a car. And if it probably would have launched smoothly, I probably would have narrowly got the win.
Right.
How much did you win for that race? How much was the payout?
$500. Yeah. And it's free to enter, but
it's more about bragging rights than anything, I think.
Yeah. But that when I won that Daily Drive, is kind of a funny story because Friday I wasn't there. I couldn't make Friday night because of the job I had time, and they already gave me some days. First year they don't really get much vacation time. They already give me 4 days off for other stuff, and I didn't think they're gonna give me much more, so I didn't bother trying. There was a track pull I wanted to go to, and I went to that pull. I drove 8.5 hours all night to get down to Virginia, and went 4 rounds and won money.
Are you going to try to? What races are you going to try to make it to? All right, like the first 6. Are you going to try to? So you got Pennsylvania, Virginia, New York, New Hampshire, Missouri, Columbus, Ohio, and Bowling Green. Out of those, which ones are you going to try to make?
Missouri is questionable on that one. It's going to go off now then, but if I can make it, I'm going to try and make it, and then Epping, I hope I can make that one. I tried to make that one last year, but that's when my truck broke.
Right.
I got 20 minutes at home. Next thing you know, I got low fuel pressure on my dash, and then it's not, react like it's just, it's accelerating and having power. And it's like I had to turn around and go home and miss the week because I didn't have anything else to drive, and no one would let me borrow the vehicles that they all needed them. So
you're going to try to make it to. So you're going to definitely be at Pennsylvania, the first one.
That's the plan. It's hard to tell. It's fun. We'll start playing, but I think we could probably work something out, and I should be able to make it.
Petersburg, Virginia.
I plan on making that one too. It's hard to tell, but
New York.
That was actually I looked up that track. It was a lot closer than I thought it was, and so I should be able to. Long nothing keeps me from making it. I should be there.
You definitely will be in Columbus, right?
Well, that's the weekend of my birthday, so I definitely plan to try and make that.
You gonna get blasted.
Well, it's my 30th. It's my 30th birthday. 30th birthday. It's on a Friday, so there's probably a good chance I might end up. I could have hammered.
So is that how you earned your name, Bush Latte? Because is that all you drink is a Bush out there?
Well, that's just mainly what I drink. It was while I was in the VIP section. Boost was talking to another fan. He saw my cooler. I wrote the stuff on there.
Right.
And he's like, "Well, what's your cooler say?" And then he's like, Well, you know, I got in there. There's a bunch of Busch Lights, a couple of sodas with alcohol mixed in them, and a Gary bottle. I put some Tito's in. But a lot of Busch Lights. He just kept calling me Busch Latte, and then I went and raced, and he kept announcing it Busch Latte when I raced, and it just kind of one of those things. After that point, it's
All right. I want to ask you some wild stuff. What is the wildest shit that you've witnessed at the after parties? I see you at the after parties. I'm telling you, I get up sometimes. You know, I party with you too sometimes out there.
oh yeah.
But sometimes I get up in the morning and you literally just now going in. And then you get right back up. I've seen you party to like 6 a.m., 7 a.m. before.
Yeah, I've done that a couple times.
No, you done
What?
that a couple times. You partied harder than me. I was like, I'm going in. You're still out there fucking drinking. How do you do it, bro? How do you do it? Are you
I don't know. Just
laid? Are you getting laid out there? Any girls?
NPK.
Yeah.
Yeah. I wish I was at NPK, but you know.
We might have to change it this year. Call in now, 304-729-4286. We'll turn this into date night with Busch Latte. Anybody interested in Busch Latte right now, call in.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, he got it right. He can get you. He can take you no prep kings, put you right on the damn line with him. Come on in, call in right now. He's 30-year-old single guy, got a good job, can take you out here to these Street Outlaws events and put you right on the starting line, baby. 304-729-4286. We're live right now with Bushlatte NPK Raw. We're going to start turning this into a dating show. But yeah, if you want to call in, ask Bushlatte any question, guys or girls, come on, call in. That phone number is live. So if y'all want to call in, ask questions about Street Outlaws, No Prep Kings, or ask him on a date. Fuck, I don't know. Doesn't matter to me. Now, you said you've never been laid.
Go back to the chat.
But at least at NPK.
No Prep Traveler said he ain't bet no thousand. Don Will said you ain't never bet no motherfucking thousand. No Prep Travelers, Don Will. He said you ain't never bet 1,000.
Ask Odom.
Ask Odom. He said, I love Bush. That's my boy, but he ain't never bet no 1,000.
It was there at Maple Grove. Yeah. Odom bet me $1,000 that Jim Howard beat Ryan Martin.
Call in, Don. Talk about it. You got the number, bro. Hey, what's your go-to bet? 20 or 100 or 50? What is it? I mean, what's the go-to bet when you want to get serious?
Yeah. If I really want to bet big bucks, usually $100 minimum. Usually when I bet big.
You get more action if it's just like 100 to 300, though. You can't be coming out like 1,000 rounds. What I'm saying. That's like the last 5.
Usually, if someone bets me $1,000, if I'm in a $1,000 bet, it's probably the person who made a $1,000 bet first.
Yeah.
Usually, a lot of times, I just want to see what people want to bet. Can probably get a chance. I'm probably gonna bet whatever they're offering, but go-to is 20.
He thinks he's gonna win a lot this year.
Yeah, well, the thing about me is I don't gotta bet every round. When I come out there and bet, I'm gonna bet big money because if you don't scare money, you don't make it. So if you ain't gonna bet nothing, then you ain't gonna make nothing. So that, I mean, if we ain't betting,
yeah, but a lot of them got strategies. You know, they're there all weekend, Friday and Saturday.
Well, that's the people that
they gotta make it work.
But you gotta think about the fans that bet with their favorite drivers. They're gonna bet. They just want to bet
so
part of the show, and I see a lot of that.
That's where like Busch Latte, you, somebody like the drivers, we got an advantage because we're back in there. We know what's going on with their car. We know they might be fucking burning a piston this round, or they're running on 7 fucking cylinders, or the transmission's about to fuck up. We know that. You're back there. So do you feel bad when you know that and you go up on the line and this guy's over there? He's like, "That's my boy right there. Hell yeah, $1,000." And you know that car's about to blow the fuck up because they just told you. Are you still betting for 1,000? Yes, you are, ain't you?
No.
Yes, you are.
There have been sometimes, I bet on something I thought I was gonna do,
like me, I ain't won shit, and I was whatever. But I'm up there against, say I'm running Nate Saylor, but you knew Nate Saylor is not making a trip, but he's gonna go up there and try to take the beams if I red light or something. I don't know it, no one knows it, but you probably know that I'm gonna win because he's not making a trip because he's gonna blow up. He told you he's not making a trip. And there's a guy over there like Nate Saylor's third in points. Who the fuck is Mike Chandler? But you say, I'll bet you 1,000. Would you do the bet knowing that he's going to blow
up? Yeah, I wouldn't bet that big. Basically, you don't know. They might say it's bad, but they might just go out there and just mash a pedal and see what happens. They might still pull off them.
I'm talking about the karma from it. Knowing. Am I thinking of that the wrong way?
Yeah, you is because people gonna do that regardless if it's you.
That's a hustle. That's the hustle part of it.
But people do.
That's part of it though. If you're gonna gamble, you're gonna risk money. You're gonna get hustle.
The thing is though, the same advantage I got to go back there and talk to them. Everybody else that's gambling can go back
right.
and do the same thing. So what they know is on them.
Well, yeah, you're just doing your homework. So that's what you're saying.
Pretty much, yeah. Just like
So I guess you look at it that way. You've done your homework.
You're not gonna go back to lose, are you?
Yeah, and he's allowed back there just as much as you are, just because that's his favorite driver. It is what it is.
Yeah. Well, like one time up there in Michigan, it was a big time outlaw. Doc had a bye, and he was going to be facing Bodie. And I thought to myself, if Doc makes a full pass and doesn't lift, I think he could probably pull it off. But if he has to lift, Bodie's probably going to get him. And that ended up being what happened because I had a feeling that where anything past where Doc lifted, question is, they're going to be able to tune it enough, right? If they have to pull the power, they got to pull enough out. They're going to, I wasn't sure if they're going to, and
Bodie can make a fucking fast pass when he wants to.
Yeah, he can. And that's the thing about Bush. Like,
oh yeah,
I'm some of his exact words. I remember I betting him one time. He was like, "Well, I want the same car you got, but if such and such make a full pass and don't lift," I said, "All right, bet 100 then." You know what happened? I got fucked up
because he lifted.
Because the driver that he wanted, he just wanted to gamble. He took the other car. We both bought the same car. He said, "Well, if such and such make a full pass, then I mean he could beat him."
Oh, so you got so y'all put stipulations on your bet like that? Yeah. So you'll bet somebody and say, "Hey, they got to make a full pass."
I need to do like the standing, 3 balls of the race. If the the one guy doesn't light any of his stage lights up, and only one guy makes a hit, then.
That, but you're saying a full pass, like you're talking about if he doesn't lift. I mean, how do you do that?
Okay, so look,
you'll take that bet.
Bush, let's explain to them how we gamble. So you go ahead and start off, and I'll pick up wherever you stop. Tell them how we gamble. Tell everybody out there how we gamble.
Yeah, usually when you see the 2 vehicles pull up, you pick if you think the left lane's gonna win, point to the left lane. If you point to the right, and you're trying to find someone who's pointing against the lane you're picking on, and just once you make contact, you just try to lock in a bet. You try to wager bets, and once you both agree on it, you lock it in, and then the loser pays.
Okay, so explain to them what it means about 3 bulbs a race.
Basically, if both cars light the pre-stage lights, only one of them lights their stage lights, and then one green, and then the green and red light comes on. The other guy at least put his pre-stage on, so he was trying to set the race. Where if he never made to the line, they only got the race is never set because that guy never made to staging lights.
You saying that?
Okay, so what we mean?
No. I'm talking about like he said
the full pass.
Yeah, the full pass.
Okay, so this is what we do.
You can't bet. You can't. I ain't gonna take that bet. Like, what the fuck?
Okay, but you want to take that bet. So one thing that we do, like if it's a solo pass, say you going out and make a shakedown, we don't know what the car gonna do. So somebody be like, "Hey, I got 20 there. He make a full hit. A full hit is all the way through there. Not let them shoots pulled at the end of the track. He could go down through there to the 330 and lift.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's gonna say what the hell considers a full hit?
Anything past the 330 is a full hit. But if you look before the 330, there's no.
See, that's crazy. He can go out there and get loose right after 330. Be like, nah, that ain't a full pass.
Listen, no, that's considered a full pass on no prep races. You get to the 330, that's a full pass. If he spins at the 60 foot, he knocks the tires off and get back in it. That's not a full pass.
There's just too much shit can happen with that bet, man.
But I mean, that's just how we do it. That's gambling.
Yeah, it's one of those things. I've lost some bets that way, where I think, he'll make a full pass, ends up lifting. It's like, damn it.
Yep.
It's doing those betless soul passes like that. Sometimes I just we'll just bet the bragging rights just see who is right or not.
Yeah.
But most ever bet knows is 20. It will be with anyone is 20. I might make more one bet, but I'm not going past $20 on whoever I bet with.
Right.
Yeah, it's too risky to bet on something like that.
What's Don talking about? He got an IOU, LMFAO. He got an IOU. Don Will said. What's he talking about? No pressure.
Not a clue.
Don Will says he go an IOU. He got an IOU. You got an IOU with him?
I don't know. I can't recall any.
Don, what are you talking about?
Hey, Bush, while we waiting for that response, tell them what is the most creative bet that you done besides money? Like, have you ever did? You know how some races be cutting sleeves and stuff like that. What's the creative bet that you did?
I don't think I've never bet anything other than money. I don't think I've ever bet anything cut sleeve off, have to wear a specific shirt. I've never done anything bet other than money. I've always thought one of these days I'll get in a bet where I'll have to bet my shirt or something, but.
Yeah, so I think it's. I think by me being around a lot more, I'm gonna pick up on gambling more, but I think more of just like just placing big bets. I feel like you'll find a better bet than a person in the crowd if you just go up to that team and say, "Hey, I like the other car. I want to bet. I want to bet y'all 1,000. I want to bet y'all $1,000. You know, you get what I'm saying? Instead of trying to,
Yeah.
if we want to bet big money, like I feel like these teams out here want to get involved more with doing more gambling. You know, I mean, because some people they might not want to grudge race, but you might have fans out there that want to gamble as well too. So I feel like it should be an option or more of doing of us going up to these teams and be like, okay, well, they don't want to lock you in. Okay, well, I'll bet you. I'll bet for the other car for myself.
Y'all need to start that. Who do you think is one of the drivers that like to gamble the most? Like likes to you see up there the most, like as a driver after they lose or whatever. Who comes up to bet a lot?
Yeah. Can't really think of anyone off the top of my head, really.
I mean, the only person I can really think of, is Justin, obviously, because we come from the same background with grudge racing. I mean, it's just in us. So, I mean,
Odom, Bobby.
Oh, well, I've seen, I've bet with them before, yeah.
Bobby.
But you said you're asking like who will
Dean
bet?
will.
Who will bet? Like,
who will just come up and bet? Dean.
Bobby. Why not Odom? If Odom's not racing, he'll bet.
Yeah.
Bodie bet all day long. He come up there bet on the strong line.
Oh, Bodie, he bets too.
He bet
Bodie.
Rhonda over here in Kick says, "I'd bet. How do you do it? Explain." Oh, this is interesting. She don't know, so explain to her again real quick.
Okay, so basically, I'm gonna let Bushlatte do it. You the guest.
Go ahead. Explain it real quick one more time for the people in the chat over here in Kick.
Basically, the way it works is left lane or right lane, whichever lane you think's gonna win, you point to that lane and you look for someone who's betting the lane that you're betting against, and you that person will just try to wager a bet, and once you wager a bet, you lock it in, and loser pays up.
But there's sometimes stipulations, like you said. So it's just between however you guys want to structure the bet.
Yeah, well, what we usually do if the car red light, you automatically lose. If you cross the center line, we go by racing rules, just like y'all race. We go by the same exact rules. Everything's the same.
Right.
So you red light.
Yeah, because I know every time before.
First or worse.
Yeah. If you cross, you lose. Right. All that.
Don't want to point something else out.
Yeah, point it out.
It happened like 3 times at least at Maple Grove, a couple of times. Your driver might turn the wind light, but the back end of the car might hit that orange cone at the finish line. If they cross the finish line, but they still hit that, they're out. I lost a few. I had like 3-4 cars I bet on just that weekend where they all hit that cone.
Go ahead.
And next thing you know, I lost.
I mean, in my bet, I would just say I don't care. Whatever NPK's ruling is who wins.
Yeah, well, I mean, yeah.
And you get screwed sometimes that way too. They make the wrong call.
Yeah.
They make the wrong call.
Unless it's obvious. If the car way out in front of him like that, I mean, you got to pay up. He was going to win regardless.
Right.
But, I mean, if this is a close race down there and just so happened the cone get knocked over, then that's when, you got to go by the rules of the race. Just like in grudge racing, say I give you the back tire hit, and I say I'm going to clear you. That means when I say I'm going to clear you, I got to put a whole other car in front of you. Okay, well, us gamblers, we can't see the other end of the race. So we either going to bet the bottom of, which is the wind light, or we wait for the race itself to be called and out, so they'll tell you at the other end.
That bet too, like on grudge racing, you bringing that up as far as the drivers and owners, and they say I'm gonna clear you on the other end. That sounds controversial too, because you could be on the other end and you not think they cleared you, and they think they did.
Well,
but they're fucking willy bars. It was their willy bars or their wing. What's clearing? Do we count the back of the wing or the willy bars, or what the fuck is it?
You count the back of the car. If I'm like this,
the wing. The parachute.
That's a clear. If I'm a whole car for you, that's a clear. I mean, all the others.
So you got to be a car or just clear? You got to see air.
You got to clear them. You got to put air. You got to see air between them.
Okay. So what about if
that's not no clear?
No, yeah, it is. The car's in front of them, but the willy bar and the parachute's right there.
That ain't clearance with space.
Okay.
With space. That's
okay.
That's not clear.
Y'all ever do those bets on the line?
Well, we can't call that bet. It's whatever the racers lock in.
The only bets I do is who gets finish line first and who gets to. Like I said, when the ones that cross finish line first but hit the cone, they're out. If the other guy moves on, that's I lost. Like
anybody that's watching live right now, if y'all want to call in, the phone number is the bottom left corner, 304-729-4286. Our guest tonight is Bushlatte. He's a top fan, one of the top gamblers there. And then we also got my co-host here, Derek Stokes with Racing Inc. on Instagram. Is that racingvids.inc? Racingvids.inc. Y'all want to talk about grudge racing, talk about betting, Call in or just got simple questions about being a fan at Street Outlaws No Prep Kings. We could, I'm a driver. He's part of the crew, and he's been a fan, and he's done video, and he's a gambler. Bushlatte is like a top fan gambler. You also helped some people in the crew. You've helped him change some shit out. We've got a lot of experience at a Street Outlaws No Prep Kings event, and Derek has experience with PDRA, grudge racing. You have some other experiences you went to also, but this is about No Prep Kings, Street Outlaws, and betting right then. We're on this show. Call in. You guys got a question? Or, Bushlatte's never been late at a No Prep Kings event. If you like what you see here on the screen, he might, take you out on a date because he camps in the back of that truck. He's got a bed that folds down in the back of that truck.
Now, what I will say, one scenario that has been brought up a lot, you know how they say, like, drivers jump the light?
Yeah. It happened a lot. It happened in 21 with Dad and Game Changer.
Well, with that, like, if we're betting, and we don't care who jumped the light, we just betting the bottom above. But they take that to heart in NPK. I mean, I don't feel like it should be a big deal.
What, jumping? That's part of it. I think it's harder to jump.
That's just like saying you're risking going red to jump out on somebody. I mean, you can't say somebody
just part of hustle.
They went green. That's just like racing a professional driver at PDRA. Say you go out there, you can go out there and race a professional that goes a 000 on a 400 Pro Tree.
Right.
And you run like a 05 with the light. What you gonna say?
Up,
he jumped?
Yeah.
You can't say the man jumped. He went on green.
Right.
That's on you.
If it's green, it's all good. You only worry if you see a red light.
That's only for the streets.
I've always been told when it's pink is Gucci, I don't know. Hey, when it's all green, it's all bad where I come from. It's all bad. But yeah, call in. Y'all give us a call in. What is your real name?
Dustin Campbell.
Dustin Campbell. Where can people find you at on social media? Are you under Bushlatte or Dustin Campbell?
If you go on Snapchat, it is Bushlatte660. If you go on Instagram, it's 4250 Soupline Express.
So we're going to have to get your game right. We're going to have to get him a social media page on Facebook, Instagram.
I'm thinking about getting Facebook. I just haven't got around to it.
You can change your username. Change your username to Bushlatte if you want. I just think it would be great.
Yeah.
Have a picture of you, betting on the line, Bushlatte. Well,
I have on Instagram. I have in the bio that I am it's Bushlatte.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. I think you should get that username changed. Get verified, all that good shit. I think you should also bring a camera this year and do some live streaming yourself.
Yeah, I'm too busy doing other stuff to probably really do that.
Just hold the camera. They would love that.
It's gonna be
content.
And holding that camera. That's why I got.
You ain't gotta hold the damn camera. You just put a damn thing on your chest and wear it. Yeah. Anybody got questions? We're gonna stay on for about 10 more minutes. Anybody got any questions? We got 10 more minutes.
Would you be interested in doing say man Mike brought a tree out there? Would you be interested in doing like an instant green shootout? Where the fans can get out there. We go out there and everybody put in $100. Everybody put in $100.
Friday night.
Do an instant green shootout.
Yeah, I think I'd be interested in trying that.
I think it'd be something to get fans interactive with. Just give them a feel. But it
do the group bus. Do the group bus that we started later on the season. Started grade 8. Mostly did with the invitational, where a group bus would put $100, and we draw a number, and you pick an order of number you drew, and you pick whichever driver you think is going to go the furthest. You don't have to win the whole thing, but if your driver's last one left on that list, you win the pot.
That's a good one. I do that one.
Yeah, that's what we do. We always do that. It's called a pool. You go in there, you pick out the chip, the name of the card. That's what you got to stick.
When do y'all do that? Like first thing Saturday morning?
Yeah, before the race starts.
Yeah, usually we sometimes we'll try to get that done. Can't remember if it was like I said, sometime later in the season. I think it might have been Maple Grove, maybe Michigan. We started betting on what we did. All the 8 of us do. We started betting on the grade 8.
Right.
And usually we pick our own driver down there at Galot. We did try a thing where you draw your driver. A couple of them wanted to try, so we figured we would. I just don't like doing that because I'd rather make my pick and have to live with it instead of pick something. May not have been who I wanted to get. One of those things, kind of pick my own poison and just live with what I got.
Right. Well, you're live on NPK Raw. Do you have anything to say about your experiences at Street Outlaws No Prep Kings, or you got anything to say into anybody particular, any drivers, any crew, any people you're betting against? You calling out like, motherfucker, I got you for 500 first race because you took my money last year and I want a chance to get that shit back now. You got any calls?
Yeah, that's what I said. Yeah, that's what I say. Straight laws. I've always had good experience. Anyone, drivers, crew, the fans, even some of the film crew. Even some of the officials. There's always been a good time there. Always, enjoy hanging out with everybody, and no matter bullshitting, drinking, betting on the racing, just talking about some other car or other random stuff. It's all a good time, and I always look forward to going to the races because it's always fun every time I go, and it's always a blast.
I tell you what, if, Maple Grove, Ryan Martin get beside Mike in one of these rounds. I tell you what, we can lock it in. I'll take 2-1. I'll take Mike 2-1 though.
Yeah, you get two. I'd say 3-1, 4-1, 5-1.
I'll take Mike 250 to 500.
Ooh, you better get more odds than that.
250 to 500. I'll take Mike over Ryan Martin. First, if it goes down,
well, I see
it's not they taking that bad.
You lay me the high.
The question is, which car are we talking about? I seen he talked about bringing out the Fireball with the screwball on.
It don't matter which car you got. It's Ryan Martin at the end of the day. Both the
Should
cars
have
work.
his dad's too.
I'll take it. 500. Your 500, my 250. Any car out of the Chandler, the Chandler Motorsports.
Zeke or Twist the Metal.
Either one of them, I'll take it over Ryan Martin 500 to 250.
I'd take that bet.
We can lock it.
I ain't even tested yet. He's out there got 2 combos and shit. I take it.
That's what I'm saying.
You better take that bad boy.
Yeah, I think we could make something happen there.
No, you gotta take the bet live right here. It's gotta be a bet now, because you can't wait till the event. Hell, you might see.
He can wait till the event.
Not on that kind of bet.
You gotta say lock it. You gotta say lock it though, because before you see.
God no, LeVon's going for 1,000. I never voted for Ryan Martin.
Wait, who's got 1,000?
Jesus, LeVon. I bet people gonna be searching this live up trying to take that bet all day long. Don Will's probably yeah, I take it.
Take a 2-1 bet right there. 500, 250. I'll make it fair. Either car, Twisted Metal or Zeke, whichever one get beside it.
Ain't a bad bet. For you.
Yeah,
I wouldn't do it. I'll wait till race day.
The winning. I can't even say it. The most winning. How you say it? The win. I can't even. The win.
The most winningest team.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Ryan Martin versus the least.
I'll tell you what. So you put the shot. I'll tell you what. You want to make that bet? I'll make it happen. You got it, man.
That's the deal.
2-1.
Yeah, why not? Hey, why not? Make things a little interesting. Have a little fun. Just.
Yeah, 500. Your 500, my 250.
I'll back him though. If I lose it, I'll back him.
Yeah.
I'll do it.
All right. What percentage of out of 100 do you think I have beaten Ryan? Don't lie. -5. Seriously, anything can happen. So what percentage would you give me if they walked up and said, "Yeah, fuck, Mike Ryan, everybody's gonna be betting." I'm a dud.
Yeah,
What percentage would you give me to actually win that race?
It's hard to tell you. Anything can happen. Both you make a solid hit straight past no one to lift pedal like that. I don't know. I want to do numbers like that. I don't want.
You already know who's gonna take the tree though, right? And Ryan's gonna give Mike the tree. He's gonna give him the tree because he feel like he's faster than him, so he's gonna try to outpower him. You know where the tree's going, and I promise you, Zeke go A to B and to go straight, he's gonna have a hard time doing it. And that's where anybody, just not him specifically.
He got a 10th on me right now. I think that's a lot right now.
Yes.
His best pass against my best pass is a 10.
Maybe big question.
Maybe 11, 12 number. I'm not sure. I don't know exactly what he's running.
The biggest question, with Ryan, is he, with the gray car, is he gonna, second half a lot better than first half? Are you gonna, come in, this season, doing good like it was in the second half, or is he going to have some issues the first few races out? You want to say, he's done. He's going to be tested to make sure he doesn't have the first season happen again. But nothing says something random could happen. It may not go his way.
Right.
But you don't expect him to do it, but it could happen.
The only reason why I'm doing that, man, because I know Ryan Marsh's your favorite driver. And, me just being loyal. I'm with the team. This my bro, my everything right here, my homie, all that. So I'm a bet with the loyal person. I'm a bet with him. But if I know we're gonna go out there and I know we're not gonna win and something wrong, then I'm gonna do what I gotta do to make some money to get back home.
Yeah, I know too many of them have favorite drivers. Usually I just got you don't really got bad. It's just whoever I think based on how the season going or what I'm doing that day.
That's how we bet though. Whoever makes the hardest hits, because say Ryan could be having an off day, you could be having a better day than him or anybody out there, and they be like, damn, well, I want Mike Taylor this weekend.
Well, my goal is just to be consistent. I know I'm not going to be the fastest because I don't have the money, but I just want to be consistent. My deal this year is I want just consistent. Last year I wasn't the fastest, and I was just not consistent. My deal is just to be consistent this year.
And there was so many races.
I'd like to run some low 380s consistently, and that's hard.
I think it was Chuck and who was it at Goliath? I can't remember. But everybody wanted Chuck. I'm like, man, that car ain't consistent. It gets real squirrely.
Well, I know a little bit why Chuck struggled last season. He always ran those Mickey Thompson tires, and some reason he had trouble getting them. He'd run, and he said that the tuning range on Mickey Thompson for Hoosier with what he got were a lot smaller, so he had trouble, trying to figure out how to make it stuff work on those tires. And
against him or not like that. I'm just saying though, as a gambler, when you're betting, you notice everything about the car. All right, well, if Mike will go out there and run, he always knocks the tires off about 300 feet, but he gets back in it. But you got
we figured that out. So
you got Doc over there on the other side. Doc's gonna go A to B. He's gonna go straight. It might not be the fastest, but he's gonna go down the track.
Nah, he don't.
I'm saying for like.
Doc got better later in the season. Earlier he was struggling quite a bit. We also had a new tuner. And later in the season, he got better and better.
Who do you think's the most consistent? Most consistent driver out there. And when I say the most consistent, I mean the one that shows up to every race, on the tree, and A to B, the most consistent. They show up to all the races, they're A to B, and they're good on the tree. Who is the most? Give me top 3 most consistent drivers right there that you hardly ever see take the tires off.
Well, going based off last season, I'd have to say Damon was pretty consistent, and so was Nate. Those two, and
Nate Saylor, Merchant.
Oh, those are the only two I can think off the top of my head because
Larry was too. X-Man was very consistent too.
Yeah, he was pretty consistent too. His biggest thing was just guessing the tree, kind of there are a lot of times where he probably, if he would just wait just a little bit, he probably and went left on green. He probably could have got some of the win. I just wasn't.
A lot of races beat themselves.
I mean, would you have considered Kai consistent? I wouldn't because he's always breaking blower belts. I mean, it was not.
Yeah, he had a lot of trouble breaking those blower belts last season.
Good in the early part of the season. Motherfucker was smoking people.
Yeah,
then at that
I actually lost a couple bets because of him breaking the blower belts.
Yeah.
And after later in the season, I kind of hesitated. Later in the season, I kind of sometimes I'd be like, do I really want to bet him or not? Because he can make good passes, but the problem is he's breaking those blower belts, and it's like, you're like, why or what's causing it?
Okay.
But like tractor pulling, if you break a blower belt, you probably got an engine problem.
Who was the most? No. We could do that. Me. No. Let's go with who was the most surprising to you that you're like, fuck, man, this dude's fast. He's doing good. And it could be somebody that wasn't doing good in the beginning of the season or just come out of nowhere. I know who I'm going to say, but I want to know who you're going to say. I don't know if you follow it well enough to tell us, Derek. But who, come out toward the end of the season and you was like, fuck, I didn't really notice him as being a top contender, and he is. And I know who I am. And I beat him 3 times this year, and I got lucky. So that gives you a hint who I'm talking about. But who do you think?
Yeah. It's kind of hard to really say. But I know based off of last season, who started a lot better this year was Tony McKinney, he was doing a lot better last year. He had trouble getting past the first round. This year, he was actually making some rounds. There's still some time. He just, he didn't have much luck on his side, but there were some races where it's like, dang, this dude's going rounds.
Well, I'm gonna tell you who I think that come out of nowhere, really, and I was like, fuck, because the first few races he was having trouble with the Pro Chargers and stuff like that, and he's pretty good.
Oh, well, that's what I can tell you with Clay Cole. That guy really got big.
That's what I was gonna tell you, Clay.
Yeah, early in the season, he was always having trouble, and then Alabama there, he made Alabama and Texas. I think he made Alabama made semifinals, and Texas, I think he made the finals.
Yeah,
he went rounds.
I'm gonna tell you somebody too that sort of surprised you too toward the end of the season and come out of nowhere, but I think he had some chassis issues that was keeping him inconsistent as well. Jimmy Taylor.
Yeah, he had some issues too. There's time that he was having he was doing really good. There's time where just it seemed like
Did you see he changed into a screw blower?
Yeah, I never didn't hear anything about that. All I knew that was the one guy with nitrous. That was Kai Kelly. What's his name?
You talking about the red Camaro?
David Gates.
Yeah, David Gates. I seen that he was switching the screw blower.
Yeah, he's trying to sell his nitrous motor. I don't know if he's sold it or not, but he's got.
And I've seen that Scott Taylor's got a turbo set up.
Yeah, he's got a nitrous motor. And Scott, you talking about Scott turbo?
Yeah. He put a. But it's not. He's got another car.
Scott Taylor.
Yeah, look at this.
But I just saw a video earlier. I watched a video today because I seen it a while back. I just saved my history. Never watched it. I went back and watched it. He said he's got another car on a Pro Charger. He's going to go test both of them. And whichever one he thinks, he said, I think the first race shows up to, whichever one he shows up with is the one he thought was the fastest, and that's one, so you got to test both his cars, see which one he thinks would be a better one to use.
I thought he had to pass on here.
Who was one person that wasn't so consistent on the show that you would like to see more of on the show?
Yeah. I really can't think off the top of my head. I know last season he really struggled a lot with the new car was Jerry Bird. He was always struggling last year with that car.
Yeah.
I'm always wondering maybe
fast when he made a pass. I'm telling you.
Yeah. So it was. I can't remember where it was. It was him and
Alabama, probably.
Yeah, it was him and Doc in the finals. Alabama. Yeah, he won. That's about where he finally seen the car that I started to do something. Earlier, he was struggling.
Remember that calls the fight with Tony and all of Justin picked him up that race. Yeah.
Yeah, I remember hearing about that fight.
I never bet it with him because he got a Charlie Buck. I don't like Charlie Buck. That's the thing I got.
Yeah, some of us thought maybe he brought that car out too early. Some say he should have just brought out the Pro, just kept racing that and testing the other car on the side and not start using it until he was confident that he had dialed in.
All right, we're gonna watch his pass. Hang on. We're gonna watch Scott Taylor's pass. Hang on. This is him testing. Hang on. I can't get it to go full screen. There it is. Hang on. Why is it not playing?
Is that twin turbos?
Yeah. Why is the volume not fucking playing? Oh, there it is. All right, so we're gonna watch this pass real quick. I know you can't see it, but hang on. This is
no problem.
This is Scott. You might be able to hear it. Scott Taylor. Watch it pop that track. Real speed. It was out there chattering.
Yeah, it's been.
So I seen another pass somewhere else the other day after he found some more going on. It was flying. I really think that the rules and stuff are going to favor that turbo setup.
Yeah, I hadn't heard too much about the rule change on all the power setups.
I have to go back.
I'll probably see Scott switch turbos.
You see some guys going to it, so.
Yeah, I'll probably see Scott put a turbo setup on. I couldn't figure out why.
Well,
that used to be,
in the rules. I'll just have to get someone here who knows exactly why. And
they probably could go a little bit lighter, or it's got something to do with the converters and stuff like that.
Well, the big thing with turbos, you got because they got the wastegate, so they're making so much power. They got to they got to be able to, the control on the exhaust tank. I know if you don't if you don't wastegate on it, run all the boost on a spark plug turbo, you risk the chance of detonating your engine. That's why
when you going to bring the payment?
Because track pole and every time tractors, the wastegate didn't open, their engine detonates.
What's he talking about? Off the trailer racing says.
He's talking to me.
When are you gonna bring the Yami to the pavement, and I'll give you the back tire for $300 on stock height and stock swing arm at 710 or Thunder Valley.
Yeah, he said stock height.
How you know he's talking to you?
Cause I race bikes. He talking about dirt bikes. The Yami.
No.
Yeah, you know who I am.
Well, he's talking to you.
Yeah, I know. He's built. He has a built stock height bike. He know I'm stock. He know what it is. He know what it is. My crew comes strong, but we got a Yam that's coming out. As soon as we get it done, we got some action. We got some action.
You gonna give him action or no?
Yeah, he knows it. He already know.
I got some people out here in West Virginia want me to give him action on the street, and I told them I ain't ready to run the street this year. I'm focused on NPK. I'm not rich. I can't have both setups ready to go like that. So, all right, you got anything else to say, bro? 304-729-4286. Call in now live. Ask Bushlatte any questions. Ask Derek or me. Come on, call in. This is it. We're about to end this thing. We have a few people watching. I thought maybe somebody'd call in. We have like 40 or 50 people.
Yeah, you got any questions? Just ask away.
Are you going to get laid this year at NPK is what they want to know. The girls.
Hey, I'm single, so it ain't pretty late out there. We're gonna have a little fun.
Oh yeah. So what's your age limit? Like
Definitely nothing less than 18. I ain't going to jail.
Well, I mean, I went straight to that. I never said that. I'm just saying, what's your age range of just having a good time? Come hang out with me. No prep kings. What's too old? What's too
Yeah, I really have,
What about if a 60-year-old wanted to come hang out with you? Would you, let her?
Yeah, it all depends. It's one of those things. I guess that up around there is it just depends what what.
So what about all right? So you'd be interested in like maybe 30 to or 25 to like 55?
Yeah, it just depends.
You just gotta look good to you.
Call in 304-729-4286. We're gonna get him a date to the first race in Monton, Pennsylvania, or however you say it, Monton or Monton or Monton.
I think it's Monton.
Street Outlaws, No Prep Kings. He wants you to come along with him. Don't mess him up on the line though. You just gotta hang out and do as he says there up on the line because you'll mess him up gambling. Lindsay. What up, Lindsay? Who we got over in Kick? Somebody call in and be Bushlatte's date at a Street Outlaws race.
First of the season.
Knock the dust off of it, Booth said. You gonna knock the dust off of it for us, you ask? If you're interested. Are you camping in your truck again this year, or what?
Well, I don't have the Power Stroke, which with the setup I have, it's for an 8-foot bed that range is 6 foot. So more than likely, I'll probably be sleeping in my driver's seat, or somebody, anyone doesn't sleep in a trailer. Like most time, a couple times I did sleep in an RV. People I knew had RV they offer me a spot. Sometimes, Dom there,
Whoa!
Hey man,
you're live on air.
I know live on air. Y'all sound needs fixed up a little bit.
Huh? Sounds good. I've been listening to it. Is you still there?
Yeah, I'm still here.
You got any questions?
Here, Dad life.
You got any questions for Bushlatte?
I mean,
can you hear?
What's his daily life?
I can't hear.
You can't hear him?
Nah.
So he asks, what is your daily life like?
Yeah, what's your daily life like? He says.
I go home. Yeah, not much. Usually, if it's work day, just work, do my job, go home, and maybe go do something on the farm. If there's anything going on, I just go home and relax, crack open a beer.
I heard that.
They crack open a beer.
Usually every week, every weekends, Especially on Saturday night, if I'm not out doing something, if I got nothing going on, I go to the bars. So I'm usually never home on Saturday night.
He goes to the bar on Saturday night. What are you doing tonight?
Yeah, I'm just gonna go home and chill tonight and go out to the bar tomorrow probably.
You want to come down to the party?
Hey, I'm always down to come out. Come
How
out and
far do you
party.
live from West Virginia?
I'm not sure. I think it's at least takes me. I think it's at least like an hour for me just to get into just getting anywhere as part of the West Virginia state boundary.
Where are you at?
All
right, Owen. Thank you.
You know where Canton, Ohio is?
Yeah. We're like 3 hours from there.
I'm half hour straight east of there.
Okay, that ain't bad.
So you about 3 hours away.
Yeah. All right.
That ain't bad.
You got anything to say before we sign off here?
Yeah, not much. Just appreciate being on here. If anyone had any question, quick question, before you cut off, I had no problem answering those on that. Thanks for having me on here. Enjoyed my time. And if you ever want to do this again, just let me know. I'm down.
Yeah, we're going to get bigger with this show. This show is just, starting off slow right now. I appreciate you coming on there.
That guy said, what's up?
Yeah, I appreciate you asking me to come on, man. If I don't see you from now till the first race, I'll see you then.
Stat Guy said, what's up? He's got a hell of a show. Everyone go follow the Stat Guy. Do you watch his stuff? You get a chance to watch some of his stuff?
Yeah, a little bit. Nah.
You need to start.
Not much, but I've seen a little bit. I've seen a little bit of stuff. I've seen some of his social media stuff, but I've never seen any of his live stuff.
Oh, you just ain't live?
Nah, but I've talked to the guy. At the race, he's a good guy. Good, hang out with. He's been part of that. That pot where you draw the drivers, and
right.
He's a good dude.
Cool. He said, "What's up?" All right. I guess we've been live for an hour and 7 minutes, man. An hour and 7 minutes. I appreciate you coming on. One last time.
Yeah, thank you, man.
I'm gonna wait 30 seconds see if somebody's got a phone call. We're begging for phone calls. Please, you got a question for Bushlatte, or you're a female that wants to get hooked up with Bushlatte at the races. Let us know now. You got 30 seconds, starting now.
Bushlatte, what kind of women are you into?
What?
What kind of women are you into?
What's your type?
Well, biggest thing, biggest thing I like motorsports because most if anything, women like motorsports or into motorsports, they're kind of hard to come by. I've seen a lot of guys. I got a buddy, he had a girl that didn't want much into motorsports, and she couldn't understand. And eventually, besides us, the personality being different, eventually broke up. But one of the things was she didn't like motorsports.
Yeah. Well,
they got good person. The biggest thing they got good personality. That's a big thing there.
Biggest thing for me is they got a nice booty and nice boobies. I don't really care.
Oh, that too.
Yeah, I don't care about personality. Not at all. They could be.
Biggest thing
just the board, as long as they got to have nice boobs and a butt. And that's all I care about.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Biggest thing,
I'm just kidding.
As long as they're not the kind of women I gotta make my check liver light come on.
Yeah. All right, man. Thanks for coming on.
Yep.
We'll see you at the first race if we don't bring you back on. Uh-oh. What's he doing? Call him back.
Call from Jones Empire Tree Service.
Hello.
Hey, man, I got one question for Bushlatte.
All
right.
Hang
now,
on.
Bush,
now, if
I can't.
If you had a cooler full of beer and there was no Bushlatte, what are you grabbing?
They said if it wasn't a cooler full of beer and no Bushlatte, what you grabbing?
There's a cooler full of beer with no Bushlatte. What's the next beer you grabbing?
Better than the cooler.
What?
A lot of times if I go to a place they don't have Bushlatte, usually Coors or Miller, usually the two first I'll ask for. But it's one of those things I'll just drink about anything, except no Bud Light or seltzer. No.
What's your go-to as far as liquor?
Hard liquor?
Yeah, hard liquor, whiskey.
Yeah.
Not your thing.
I don't really have a specific one. I drink them all of them. I've done I've done some of the strongest alcohol they have. I've done Everclear 151, so
Ain't nothing new to you.
We all know what Mike's
Yep.
favorite is. Everybody know what Mike go-to is in the chat. Ain't that right, chat? What's Mike go-to at the bar, chat?
She says Fireball Crown, Corona with lime.
Nah, that's old. What you about to see? You about to see what your what's Mike go-to drink at the bar?
Nah, I don't. See, we gotta. They say
There
Vegas
it go.
bomb.
There it go.
Vegas bomb. That's my go-to. You had a Vegas bomb with me. You know you've had a
Yeah,
Vegas
I'm
bomb
pretty
with
There
sure.
it
Indianapolis.
go. Crown apple.
Yeah, I like
Yeah.
Crown Apple and Peach and Vegas bombs. Yeah,
Yeah, that sounds good.
it's good. Vegas bomb, old fashioned. All right, guys. We're gonna sign off here. I appreciate you stopping by, buddy.
Thanks.
All right.
Glad to be here.
All right, man. Hopefully we'll do another show. I'd like to do another show and bring like a driver on with you or something.
Sounds good to me.
Later, man.
Maybe
Yep, see ya.